Hi, I'm Anna Denton-Jones from Refreshing Law Limited, and I've been asked to speak today about employers and dress codes in the workplace. Now, recently I was watching some footage on the telly from a few decades ago, and it really highlighted to me how things have changed. Back on that footage, everybody was very much dressed in a similar way, almost like a uniform. Whereas today, if you were to walk down the high street, you're much more likely to see a huge range of looks and styles, people expressing their own personalities, whether that's with tattoos and piercings, or in their clothes or their hairstyles and things like that. Now, the law in this area, I would say, is quite traditional. Employers are able to um, set out rules about how they expect their staff to dress. Often it's justified for health and safety reasons to have certain policies, but also it might be about creating the right kind of impression for customers, particularly with those who are customer facing. Now, employers will have to be reasonable in the way that they apply those rules. So, for example, I've come across a case involving an electrician where the employer wanted him to cut his hair, and it was found that there wasn't any good reason or sufficient reason to make him do that, and that actually dismissing him for refusal to follow those instructions was actually unfair. But provided the employer has got a good reason for doing what they do, and provided that they apply their dress code rules in a fair manner and consistently, pretty much the employment tribunals are going to back the employer up as regards whatever those policies might be. One area where there has been tension in recent years is in relation to religious discrimination and race discrimination issues, where perhaps people for religious reasons want to wear a particular item of jewellery, or things like the wearing of turbans for Sikhs. Obviously, the law expects employers to accommodate that diversity and not discriminate against people because they want to express themselves in that way. Indeed, the Human Rights Act provides a layer over this area. There is the freedom of expression principle laid down in as a human right, and often in cases involving dress codes, that's one of the issues that can emerge, is whether or not the employer is trying to restrict somebody's ability to express themselves. Often, however, the law is quite employer friendly in that regard, and provided the employer can come up with good reasons behind their dress codes, then they'll probably be upheld. One of the thoughts that I have around the area, however, is that in this time where employers are really fighting to maintain employment, get the best candidates to come and work for them, and in a society where people are wanting to express themselves more individually, perhaps those employers who have very rigid dress codes are actually restricting the pool of talent that's going to want to go and work for them. So it might be worth thinking about what your dress code policies are, why you have them, and actually whether your beliefs or your principles underlying those dress codes are sound in today's society, and whether actually by being perhaps a little bit more relaxed than perhaps you've traditionally been, would that actually attract, for example, young workers to come and work with you. Certainly some of the clients that I go and see, people are dressed in all sorts of things, and does it really affect any of their ability to do their job at the end of the day? Something to think about. If you've got any questions, please do contact me on adenton@refreshinglawltd.co.uk. Thank you very much.